your boy, Arnie J. Cricket for Life show, because it's actually the video that I was meant to do more than a month ago, as promised. It's been a while. Yeah, in between, obviously, Football for Life show, but it is about the Asia Cup win. I was gonna say most importantly, but not really. Obviously, that is the most important bit, which is the reason why I'm here. Reason I waited for quite a while, because obviously it got delayed, and then I thought I'd be back, and then I thought, you know what, let me just wait for this Australia series, because we man are actually still unbeaten in the land of the Aussie. Aussie, oi, unbeaten today in their yard. So you know what, I thought, let me just hold out a few more weeks, was it? I think a couple or two, back when I was initially supposed to come back and do the belated video, but I thought it'll probably be worth the wait, and then I can maybe get it all out. So here we are. We've actually just gone and won the series in Australia, which come day before yesterday we were safe, because we were gonna get a draw anyway, even if we did lose today. Unfortunately, the game got rained out. Would have been nice to see it out with the 3-1 win, but hey, who cares, innit? We won we won the series. We did win the last match, by the way, to take us 2-1 up before we were initially meant to play today at the Gabba. But yeah, winning the Gold Coast, take that any day. I mean, obviously if we'd lost today, had it not been for the rain, then the series would be level, which still would have meant we're unbeaten. But again, yeah, I'll take it at any cost, because I initially thought we're gonna lose for the first time ever on Aussie soil, but we didn't. So there's me, bruv, wrong again. I'm so happy about that as well. Well done to the boys for actually proving doubters like me wrong. I put my hands up and I'll admit it. Obviously, I don't care as long as it's for the best of my team. Better on this instance as well. Even if we did lose the series for the first time ever in a T20, on the T20 stage, would it have been the end of the world? Probably not, because it's quite a phenomenal record that we have up there. To not lose against Australia in their yard, I mean, we have lost to them once at home in a series, a T20 that is. So obviously it wouldn't have been a surprise as such. I just didn't think we'd pull it off, but unbeaten still, you know. And most importantly, the reason why I'm here, the main course, yeah, that Asia Cup win, which again I had given up on when it was against Pakistan. I think the first time we've played them for final, we never played them before. Was it for 40 odd years or something? And if memory serves me correct, I don't even think that was in a World Cup. So, I mean, any cup final. I know the Champions Trophy we played a few odd years ago when we were... the less said about that, the better. When we got slapped up here. But ODI, so... I think first time in a T20, apart from the World Cup, obviously. What am I saying? Trip to the World Cup in 07 is the only time we played them in a final. So... to actually go and win that from the position that we were in, 54 for 4, I think that's the point in time that I left the venue, because I thought it was done, yeah. I couldn't, yeah. I could believe it, because even before the game started, I did think they were going to win. However, I did have some hope when we bundled them all out for 140-ish. I thought, you know what, we're near with a chance. We get a good start on the power play, and we can scam it through somehow. Don't even ask me how, because we started so poor, yeah, absolute poor, and I couldn't believe it, but I could as well at the same time, because that was so shocking, right? It was 9 overs in and we lost 4 wickets for 54. That's the point that I actually left the venue, thinking, nah, this is finished, bro. We ain't gonna pull this one off. And then guess what happens? Few overs here and there. The star of Dubai on the night, bro. OG Tilak, yo, that was some knock to cherish, bro. Defy Dubai is what I captioned it. alongside other miracles that we've had. Not to forget the miracle of Adelaide when we played the same opposition back in 22 in the World Cup. We've had quite a few. We've had a few shares of, the Spurs. When we play these, man, somehow we turn up, and of all people, it was him, bruv. Yeah, my fellow Mumbaiker in the team, Tilak, So for me, that was a phenomenal knock to take us over the line. Actually win that Asia Cup and bring it home. Yeah, it was terrific, bruv. I'm still kind of in awe on that, even though it's been, more than a month now. Hence this belated review. And then to actually go Australia and stay unbeaten. It is looking very bright, I must say. I know we've got South Africa coming up next month. We should actually win that. I'm very confident. I mean, they are bottle jobs after all. Without throwing no shade. Is what it is. Fact of the matter. Maybe even a Protea wash. Who knows? But we'll definitely win that series comfortably. Was it 4 or 5 games? I can't remember now. I think 5. Yeah, 5. So I'll probably predict a 4-1 on that. We'll probably lose a game. 1 of the 5. Like, they're bound to get a win. Well, unless we get rain or something, like this series. I don't see any rain coming, though, that time of year in India. Just before Christmas as well. So, anyway, we'll see how it goes. And then, in the new year, New Zealand are coming back. We've never lost a series to them at home either. I do, however, want to hopefully play them in the World Cup and win. Something we've never done before. Beaten New Zealand in a T20 World Cup. But that's a bit far-fetched, so I won't delve into that just now. This is more about the reaction of the Asia Cup and our star. Tilak also plays for the team that I support. The Mumbai Indians, I'm saying fellow Mumbaiker. Is he actually from even the city itself, Mumbai? I don't know if he is, but he shone on the international stage, and that's what matters. He just single-handedly got us over the line, alongside the bowlers, which I want to credit as well. Big up to Starboy, Bumrah as well. Obviously, that collapse that Pakistan had, that's what got me hoping. But I'm like, you know what? It's us, and we've seen such collapses before. However, we relied on a miracle, and we were delivered with one from, you know who? I've already said the name twice now. So that came through, which I was extremely ecstatic about. Obviously, I tuned back in when I got back to Yadav, when it was literally crunch time. See if we could actually get over the line on that game, which obviously venue gave up. Kept checking scores though on the way, and then there were a few good overs in between, and I was like, bro, can we actually do this, yo? And then I got in, I put the last part on, and I was like, what the hell just happened, bro? Like, yeah, amazing stuff in it. Actually, I know we shouldn't have been in that position, but to actually come back from that, recover, pull it back as well, given their batting was doing really well in the first innings, would be bold, and to then peg them back to 140. I know he obviously screwed up in the first 10 overs big time. Again, we just got bailed out by individual brilliance and a bit of a good finish from the lower middle order batsman as well. I will have to check the scorecard, but I know 1 star that game. Again, I said his name quite a few times already because he deserves it. Obviously, the bowlers did a great job as well with that comeback. So, yeah, flashes of brilliance here and there. To me, is what got us over the line. And you could say a near to complete performance. This series just gone against the Aussies. Would have had the finishing touch had we won today. But it's okay. We still went and won that series, innit? 2 games ran out. Best of 5. Obviously. 3 games played and we won 2-1. So not only are we unbeaten still to date on Australian soil. Never lost a series. But we actually just went there and won another one. Back to back, I think it is now. Because we played them sometime in their yard after COVID. And we actually won that series as well. 2-1. Same scoreline. And then before that, I think we had a draw. 1-0 because there was another game that got washed out as well. When it was meant to be a best of 3. So we ended up playing 2. Drew it 1-0. But yeah, man. I'm just hoping this continues, this trend. We'll come to the World Cup at some point. The fixtures should be out I don't know why it's taking so long, because it's only starting in February and we're already in November. And I know they've released the venues and stuff. The final, which obviously sucks, is being played on a Sunday, for fuck's sake. But I won't get into that just now, obviously. For those of you who know, you already know my thoughts on finals being played on Sundays, which happened with the Asia Cup as well. Thankfully, the timing wasn't horrible. Still quite late though for a Sunday night. But imagine the people watching live in it and back home. It's like, how the fuck do they do it? Anyway, it's looking like the same story for the World Cup back home. Hopefully we'll host it. The only way that we do not host it is if Pakistan somehow end up getting to a final. Then it will be in Colombo, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And then obviously we'll play them there in Colombo. That I do know. We're going to get another game against them. Also, the other one was the shock of New York, if you remember correctly, because I thought that was another game we were losing with only, was it under 120 on the board we had. But despite the pitch and stuff playing up, we actually defended that. When Ashdeep came clutch, give a big up mention to him as well. Shout out for you. Obviously Starboy as well, the spinners. So it's been like 3 games in it. 2 on the big, well 3 actually. Even though the Asia Cup wasn't like a World Cup game still, bro. Like 3 massive games against our arch rivals, and we've literally gone over the line in all of them. And then let's not forget, yeah, in that tournament, technically we played 2 dead rubbers as well, because I thought it was all about the final. Both teams are going to get there, which I predicted correct. It did happen. Obviously I thought they'd win it, but they didn't, thank God. We ended up doing it 3-0 though, you know, because we won the first 2 games. I'm like, yeah, okay, they're dead rubbers and stuff, but if you look back, bro, still, like, that's a 3-0 whitewash. Just saying, just putting it out there. Would it have mattered though if we hadn't won the final? Probably not. I mean, we'd still be 2-1 up on them anyway, but it don't matter for jack shit, bro, because at the end of it, it's all about winning that trophy, lifting it right in the air. I'm not gonna even get started on the trophy thing, because I'm not gonna mix our beautiful game with fucking politics. That can go on the side, bro. But anyway, for all those who are trying with the narrative and stuff to bring it to interrupt our game, yeah, hold that, bro. I'm just glad we somehow got around it in the end, and I hope things get better. I don't know if they actually will, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, the main reason for this video obviously was to come up here and just give in my match review, which I more or less have covered. I think, let me know for anyone who's seen this, if you think I've missed anything out. And also, just to shout out the boys again for staying unbeaten on Aussie Soul. I was gonna be here anyway, of course, even if we ended up getting a game earlier today and we lost. Like, it was fine. We still would have gotten a draw, like I said. So it's something to definitely be proud about, achievement-wise. That massive win, like I said, just over a month ago now. And then we look forward to the upcoming series. Like, I'm not even stressed out about South Africa one, because I'm very confident on that. New Zealand we'll see, and then the big one again, bro. Like, the World Cup. If we win that, we will have completed cricket. Yeah, it's not my opinion, bro. It's actually a fact. If you deep it, no team to date has ever won a T20 World Cup at the crib, and also gone back to back. That's never happened before, ever, in the history of the T20 World Cup. Yeah, my initial fears that were the Aussies were gonna actually do it in 22. Thankfully, they got stopped. Didn't happen. We have our chance to do this now. Will it happen? We got time. I mean, like I said, the fixtures are not even fully out yet. So anyway, we take it step at a time, series by series. I'm just really happy we got silverware. That actually fucking matters. Went and just won the Asia Cup, bro. And then after that shocker in 22 and Pakistan actually lost to Sri Lanka. Oh my day. So yeah, man, the wait continues as well. The wait continues. It really does. Just before I sign off, I just want to see if I'm missing anything out. I mean, yeah, I look to be back and just do a quick one on obviously the football that's been going on as well. So keep an eye out for that, because I have a few things I want to cover there as well. From especially the pool side. If you know, you know. Anyway, this one was just like a delayed reaction, but I thought, nah, I had to get it out there, even though it's been a while. But yeah, it was more than worth it for me. Long may it continue. Anyway, so happy. Trophies in the back, which is obviously amazing. Say no to racism. I know a lot of my people, like, unfortunately back home, very racist. I don't stand for any of that shit. So every time I big up the team, bruv, it's gonna come up, bruv. I know I mentioned about even politics, not mixing it with the sport, but nah, that's something else all along. Like, no room for any of that. You could argue it's related to politics, but actually not really, because it comes out from the common man, and this is a choice that people make in it, so it needs to be called out. Remember, I want to just say this on camera as well. Also, obviously, in the open, I mean, well, camera or not, who cares anyway. If you see my updates, you'll see them. But yeah, no one is born racist. It's just taught as well. So for all those tourists and visitors, foreigners back home in what I deem as my country, who are experiencing any form of any discrimination or any segregation as well, that is unacceptable. No one should have to go through that, and I'm very ashamed of this behavior. So yeah, man, I definitely need to call it out. It's a behavior hopefully we can rise above. I really hope, without going too much into it. Like I said, the main point of the video was to celebrate the win and the trophy, which we didn't lift again. But yeah, coming back to my point on the whole racism bullshit, yeah, we need to do better. Even my own people, we need to do way better, because we can't be behaving that way. Like I said, no one is actually born that way. It's taught, and we can unteach it. Hopefully we can. I mean, I see a lot of love for the foreign players coming to the IPL, and like OG Pollard, bruv, Mr. Mumbai, very loyal servant to the club. I was gonna say franchise, as they all call it, but I prefer to keep it as a club, because that's what it is. And he's loved by the people of Mumbai. Generally, he's got all the love and stuff. So the rest of these man them with this unacceptable, disgusting behavior, either you come to terms, you unlearn all this shit, and see the bigger picture, that at the end we are all one, of course. So you either rise above it, or bruv, like, just do something, because this cannot continue. And if it does, then I've said my bit. It is what it is. But we will continue the fight. On that note, anyway, speaking of fight, we got past it, done our bit, rose above everything as much as we could, even to the team. Whatever press conferences were given or post-match presentations about the whole unrest between the two nations. Like I said, hope things get better somehow. But we continue to see what happens in it. I'm just happy that we went on the pitch, we did our job, and we rise. Till next time, we'll be back. Being your boy, Arnie G. Cricket for Life Show, aka Football for Life Show. Till next time, hope to be back. Adios. Ciao. Jai Hind.